G'day legends, Mod from Mod Scale Models. Hey, I'm back. I'm back with a hack. Want to make your own airbrush cleaner? Yeah? If so, let's crack on. Professional, because people complain. People say I'm not professional enough, so I'm sorry for those people out there that don't think I'm professional enough, and they say I waffle too much. So I'm sorry about that. So this is the new improved mod. So what are we talking about today? Hey, we're talking about making your own airbrush cleaner, DIY. Yeah. You're probably thinking, well, why would you bother to do that mod? Well, hey, look, there's several reasons. There's one, obviously, which is probably the bigger one, is that you can save yourself some money by making your own airbrush cleaner. Yeah. Two, it's convenient to buy bulk, and the convenience of having it there and not running out on a regular basis and having to order it and wait for airbrush cleaner to come in. Yeah. There's a couple. All right, I'm sure there's others, but that's works for me, right? So let's talk about what products are in these. Okay, now these are what products are in my cleaner. All right, I'm sure there's other formulas out there, and we'll cover off on that in a minute. All right, so what do I use? I use demineralized water. I use IPA alcohol. I use glass cleaner with no ammonia in it. And I use acrylic lacquer thinner, all right? Also, it's known as GP reducer, GP thinner, right? General purpose. And you can use a little bit of soap, dishwashing liquid soap, okay? We'll cover off on what each of these ones do, right? Now, most of this stuff you can get at your local hardware store. Yeah. Actually, I'd be surprised if you can't get all this at your local hardware store. All right. I got that at my local hardware store. The soap I pinched off the wife. The thinner I bought from an automotive refinish trade centre. Yeah. So yeah, I went for a good quality. I just, you got to watch with GP thinners. There's some really good ones out there, and there's some really crap ones out there. So I went for a good one. All right. Now, as far as price, I will put in the description below what I paid for each of these items. Actually, you know what I'll do even better? I will put I'll put it right here as I'm talking about each item. I'll put what I paid for each item. Yeah, that help you guys out. And I'll put my formula down in the description. So, excuse me, don't worry about writing it down. All right. So, first one is distilled water. Yeah. It's the main base. It keeps everything safe on the seals and dilutes the mix. Yeah. Now, when I'm referring to seals, I'm referring to the O-rings on your airbrush. Yeah. Okay. So it's pretty obvious what that does. Yeah. Now the next product is the IPA. Right. Now try and get one that's high 90s. All right. This is about, I think the one that I got from my local hardware store is, I think it's 97.8 or it's 98.7. It's fine. It's doing the job. So what does it do? All right. What it does, it breaks down acrylic paint super fast and helps it dry clean. Okay. Yeah. So individually they all do something, but collectively they do something really good. Hope that makes sense. Glass cleaner. Yeah. Right. Glass cleaner boosts the cleaning power and helps lift stubborn pigments. Yeah, you wouldn't think so, but your house cleaner, your glass cleaner. How good's that, right? And then your thinners. All right. It's a heavy hitter for primers, acrylic lacquers, and tougher build-up. Your 2K mix clears, that sort of stuff. That's your heavy hitter. All right. Now, some people might say, oh, don't worry about any of that. I'll just spray that straight through and does the job. Yeah, look, it does. But spraying straight thinners through your airbrush or even your spray guns, you're asking for trouble longer term because it's going to start eating away at a few things. It'll definitely eat away at your O-rings. It'll start eating away at some of your internal fittings, long term. So I've seen it. 20 years as an automotive refinisher. I've seen straight thinners, what it can do to airbrushes and spray guns internally. It can kill them long term. So there you go. But can you use it short term? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can. If you just had that, you can run a bit through. All right. So, and a little bit of dishwashing liquid. Yeah, you're thinking, why would I do that for? Right, 1 to 2 drops. Now, I'm going to talk about a formula mix, right? And I'll give that to you later. The formula that I'll give you will make up 500 mils. Okay, so all right, so for 500 mils of Airbrush Cleaner, 1 to 2 drops dishwashing liquid. All right, it breaks down the tension, the surface tension, so the cleaner creeps into tight spots. Okay, it's pretty simple. All right, couple of things just to be mindful of. Always keep your soap at a minimum, or it's going to foam up. All right, it's about the formula is about getting these products to work together perfectly. Yeah. If you add too much of one thing, it loses its best bang for buck. When you've got the formula just right, it works together as one, and it's a great little airbrush cleaner. Yeah, trust me, I've gone through stacks of stuff. It takes me months and months and months to get the right formula. All right, so I'm going to give you 2 formulas. I'm going to give you I've written it down. I'm going to give you my everyday airbrush cleaner formula, and I'm going to give you my workshop cleaner formula. All right, two different formulas. One's more friendly just for your everyday use, a little bit more stubborn like your primers and your 2K clear. I'd be using possibly my workshop brew. So you could even make 2 brews if you wanted to, or just one. I just run the one. I run the workshop brew. Okay. The workshop brew has just got more thinners. All right. And the everyday airbrush cleaner is milder, safer for regular cleaning. Yeah? So I hope that makes sense. All right. So that's that. What else are you going to need? Well, you're going to need, obviously, you're going to need a bottle of some sort. All right. Now, keep it in mind, you're going to be putting it in thinners. So you're going to be putting thinners. So just be mindful of the bottle that you're going to capture. The bottles I use, I got these on eBay, and I'll put the price there for you. I got this on eBay, and it's a tattoo parlor. You know, they use them to wipe down, when they're tattooing, and it's fantastic. I've tested it, trialed it. Doesn't mind the thinners at all. It's not aggressive, and it's really good. And that's a center squeeze bottle, so I can get the neck right down in there where it matters. All right, so you're going to need that. Get yourself a funnel. Get yourself a funnel to make up your mix, and then I think you're good to go. All right, you can make it up in a pump pack, but if you're going to do your everyday airbrush formula, you could run it in a pump pack, not a problem. But if you're going to be running my workshop cleaner formula and you're running a pump pack, just remember that if it runs down on the front, it's going to hit. Some brands have the O-ring slightly exposed at the back here, like the Pashy, right? And it'll attack that. So just be mindful if you're going to be spraying. Yeah, just be mindful. All right. That's why I use the workshop formulas. Got the spout, so it gets it right down into where I need it to be. But I always, like I said before, I always take my rubbers O-rings. All right, I always take them off. So I think we're covered. So I'll put the formula, like I said before, I'll put the formula down in the description. And if you like this sort of content, like, comment, subscribe. Love it when you guys leave me a comment. And if you've got your own formula, fantastic. I'd love to hear about it. Just send me a comment, or send us all a comment. But don't, all right, my comments, my airbrush cleaner is great, yours sucks. That doesn't mean anything. Be helpful. Tell me your formula. Even maybe write it down for us, and you know, and it's all about learning, right? So I'm going to put my formula out there. Now keep in mind with the formulas, that just another thing I remembered, you might need to tweak them just a little bit to suit your own needs. Okay, my formulas are pretty good, but if you find, say if you're running the airbrush everyday cleaner, if you find it's just not lifting enough, say some of the primers and 2K clear and that sort of stuff, because it will lift off all your Tamiya paints absolutely perfectly fine, and your water-based paint, it'll lift all that off beautifully, right? But some of your acrylic lacquer solid colors might be a little bit stubborn, some of your primers, as I said, so you might need to add a little bit more reducer. Yeah, so you might need to tweak it just a little bit, like the Mad Professor, and then dial in your own little tune. But I've got it dialed in. It's pretty good, so just work it from there. So let's conclude this video here. Just a quickie. Like I said before, like, comment, subscribe. When you do comment, let me know where you're from. I love it when you guys tell me where you're from. It's fantastic. And if you're thinking of coming on board as one of my subscribers, think about it, because you get access to all this stuff pretty early, and other bits and pieces which I just do with the subscribers, the members. Okay, they've got access to me all the time for some private lessons, and you've got access to me to talk to me all the time. And yeah, so consider becoming a member, or as I call you guys, legends with members. I've got to stop saying that. My wife says that's naughty. So there you go. So I will catch you on the next how-to Like a Pro series. See ya.